So hello everyone, finally back. Uh, Even though I have no social life and I should have enough time to do some quick progress through this project, I decided to go back to college and now I don't have either time or social life. So that's something. But finally, even though I'm sick, I said F it and I want to record something. So, what have I done this past 3 weeks? This. I did this. Not much, but it's honest work. So, what is that? Well, since one of the goals I set up for this architecture is for the fetch and decode units to be dual issue, that being getting 2 bytes per clock. I had to find a way to trigger the registers in both units twice per clock. So I thought the best solution for that, or the quickest, or the one I think I knew, was to do that. And that is this. I had to Google it, but it works. I made it out of NANDs instead of the discrete logic gates that are being shown in that diagram. And let's see, did it work? I think so. Let's see. So, a little surprise for you here. Haha. An oscilloscope. I got it on loan from the school I volunteer for. Let's see if it's actually working. So now you can see I'm inputting a 5 kilohertz signal and it's outputting a supposedly 25 kilohertz. No, not really. Do better. There you go, 5. You can see that it's being triggered in the rising edge of the clock, and let's see, where's the falling edge? Where are you? Good lord. Wow. Such amazing. Just. There you are. The falling edge. So it's triggering twice per clock. That's pretty much what I. Huh? Right? There you go. So that's what I was looking for, and it worked. So, now what? This is the video. This is pretty much it. Oh god. This is pretty much it. Is this the only thing I'm gonna upload? No. Let's talk a little bit about the architecture. So, what about the architecture? Well, this is kind of the way things are gonna go. A fetch, a decode, schedule, execute, or store into a register. So that's the general architecture of this CPU. Here's a better view. This is showing off the execution units, what the execution units do. After the scheduler, the instructions either go to the execution unit or the general purpose register. Bam. And if it goes into the execution unit, it goes through a control unit, and it tells the rest of the ALU to what to do. It can load to any of the 4 registers. It can store from any of the 4 registers. And something I want to do is that any operation can be mixed with any of these registers, but it has to go through the request handler. So that's kind of the idea. I don't know if this will work, but we're getting there. Want to have an even deeper look, of course. This is kind of a better look of what I'm trying to achieve. We have a memory address register, 16-bit. God. We've got a memory address register, 16 bits. Program counter, 16 bits as well. A transparent latch, which I don't know if I will actually use. Load control, instruction decoder, and 4 8-bit registers. This will assemble the instruction. The very first byte it fetches will be the instruction itself, and it will be decoded, and it will let the load control, it will control the load control, and I will tell it, hey, you gotta fetch 1, 2, or 3 more bytes to finish assembling this instruction. After that, it goes to the scheduler with the execution decoder. If the instruction, this will make sure that if the instruction can only be executed with the ALU of any of these 4 registers, it will go there to this side of the block. If it's going to be executed in the general purpose register bank, well, it will just look at that. Anything else, like let's say add register A plus register, I don't know, F, then the ALU itself will take control of that operation and will request the value of register F from the general purpose register bank. I don't know how sound this idea is, but I think this is what I'm going for. However, right now I should be doing an assignment from college, and I'm not. And I decided that the assignment was going to be a research on computers and processors. Right now I have an article here from during lecture. And I'm pretty sure that researching this kind of topics for the assignment will help in the development of the architecture. But for the time being, this is how the GR8-1 will kind of look like. I've been thinking about this quite a bit for the past 3 weeks, even though I haven't actually done anything. Yay college, yay work, yay being sick. But I think I'm gonna include a few more instructions that I was not thinking about. But for that, I invite you to visit the GitHub page for this project. I made it because it's easier to change some text in GitHub than to record a video, and I can upload everything I do there, and you will know where to find it. So that's a win-win, I guess. I'm gonna be uploading a PowerPoint I made, which was gonna be part of this video, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna print it. I'm gonna go old school. Detailing the architecture. It's not the most intuitive thing to look at because it doesn't tell you anything. I mean, this depends on the execution unit, and this depends on that, and this depends on that, and that, but you don't know how it's actually going to be executing the instructions. Also, there's nothing here that tells you how many bytes it will fetch and what the CPU will do with those bytes that it fetches. So that's part of the PowerPoint I made, and that's part of the GitHub. For clarity's sake, because I tend to ramble a lot, and I'm not the most coherent human being out there. So, is that it for this video? I think so, actually. I mean, I also did this. These are 3 out of the 4 registers for the ALU. They won't be arranged this way. I just want to see if I could control them with the control unit. And yeah, I was able to do that. Should I squeeze that into this video? Should I? Should I? No, I'm gonna actually do something proper with this and then upload a proper video. But for the time being, the control unit is finished. I have to do something similar for the scheduler and the decoder, though not as beefy. I think the next step will be the program counter and memory address registers, since they are quite easy to build. Then I might move to the decoder, which I find kind of an interesting challenge. So hopefully expect the next video to be the program counter and memory address register. So that means we'll have a proper fetch unit built by then, if this idea is sound. Which actually, before I sign off, I like to upload these videos because I know I don't know everything, and I like the feedback. So if I'm wrong in something, call me out. I want that, because in the end, you're helping me. So you're more than welcome to say, that idea sucks, do it this way. So yeah, I sign off with that. Have a good one. Yeah, hopefully I have some free time and get my life together or something, I don't know. Will you please work? For the love of God, work.